Welcome you to EDA customer with Easysoft ODBC Driver on AIX 7.2. Universe UniData database support EDA on AIX platform for a long time, but you might not easy to find the instruction about how to use Easysoft ODBC Driver to work with U2 EDA on AIX platform. This YouTube video will explain it and demo how UniData 8.2.4 server on AIX 7.2 using the Easysoft ODBC driver to connect to SQL Server 2019. So for this solution, you must have a SQL Server somewhere. My testing is using SQL Server 2019 and already have a database using UD_database, and you have the login username password. And next step will be you required to install Easysoft ODBC driver from Easysoft website. And downloads on the right now latest driver is 2.2 version to get the top file. Then you put it on the AIX machine. On my machine is 7.2. I put it in the 10 folder and extract using the tar command. Extract it and I extract all the component so I can install from there. Then you need to set up the odbc.ini and to connect to your SQL Server so you can run IC command to verify it. And after set up everything, the next step will be set up the EDA part component to set up the EDA config file and create the EDA data source and to map in the schema to convert your UniData or Universe file. So here's the web link I will put on the description field, so you can download from Easysoft and get the driver on this. So after you get the driver, I put in the C10 folder, and you can run very easy to get the install command. Should be install that install command to install the Easysoft ODBC driver 2.2. So after you create it, for Easysoft didn't create the libodbc.so, but you too require this particular libodbc.so on your system. But it can be create from libodbc.a. So that's a simple Unix command to extract it, and actually it's called libodbc.so.1. And after you create it, you basically you just copy this .1 and to .so. Sometimes I saw some situation may not install the right component, so sometimes I always using the file command on the libodbc.so or ldd libodbc.so to verify your component it can compatible with your AIX 7.2 OS level. The next step will be set up the ODBC DSN. When you install it, you will create the default called ODBC inst.ini file. They have particular Easysoft ODBC SQL Server. Then you need to create the one particular ODBC DSN. My test case will be SQL Server 2019, and they have a sample ini setting. So you basically just change the server name, username, password, database. So next step will be very important to set up the libpath to find out all the component library. On AIX 7.2 also used to be AIX only support libpath, but 7.2 also support the LD underscore library underscore path setting. Either one, it will work. And also set up the path so you can easily to run ICO command to everywhere. So after you set it, you can run iSQL command to verify your connection. So on UniData, you need to EDA license, and also very, very important to set up called ODBC path. This one is allow you to EDA driver to find the libODBC, and also same thing for libpath is very important. Must be include this library path at the front for the libpath. So you might be have additional libpath setting, but make sure 3 paths is in the libpath at the beginning. The next step, we run EDA setup, the sh script. You will create the EDA config file. You supposedly you create the 3 lines and something like this. By default, log level will be 0. If you have an EDA driver issue, you might be try to turn on the log level to 8 to get the maximum log level. So you will get the additional log in the, you will generally log in your temp folder. You can start to see EDA DRV, the log file name with the timestamp. So for the Unix AIX, you might be not have a root permission. So to root user to connect your EDA data source, so you might be want to create a basic program to generate, because you normally you can use sudo to create a root user ID and the basic environment. So after that, you can run the basic sample code to generate your EDA data source. After create it, you can list EDA data source, and then you can from the EDA connect EDA data source with username password. Then you can make sure set up everything is correct. After that, when you try to using the EDA schema manager, make sure environment variable need to set on the UniRPC daemon. So you need to restart the UniRPC daemon. Then also check a lot of the permission using the other user. So normally you have a user need to access to EDA underscore database, EDA driver, EDA section. And also from the basic program we create the .eda security file. The user have at least need to read permission to access your all the EDA setting. So after set up everything's right, then you can run EDA schema manager to verify you create the EDA data source, and you can run the create schema and to do the mapping and convert it. If you have something like a BCI, UniData Universe, basically the same. On UniData, you don't need to set up additional setting and just complete setting like a EDA. Then you just run a connect command. You will work on UniData. On Universe, you need to set up additional inside the uvodbc.config file to set up just the SQL Server 2019 and dbm style equal ODBC. Then the next step for BCI Universe, you also will find. On the EDA side is something like a UniData. So next step, you will need to get the Easysoft ODBC Driver. You can go to this website. You need to register. After register, you got a login. So from the ODBC, you can see I want to get the ODBC driver for SQL Server. So from here, you can download from here. So I can already have a register. So I want to is the ODBC driver. And for ODBC driver, you want to download Easysoft ODBC driver. So the setting, and so from here, you can download SQL Server for ODBC driver. You need to choose a particular for AIX for 64-bit, actually from here, and to download the ODBC driver for AIX. After you get the driver, then you need to put particular on the AIX machine. So I already done it. Put it on our AIX machine. So on the temp folder. So after extract it, then I can get this Easysoft ODBC driver for AIX 64-bit. So inside here, basically very simple. Just install it, and I can install. I using the everything is by default. So I'll show you how to install it. So everything, just read the instruction. I just put yes. Everything is by default. You just put yes. So continue. So continue. So I put install in the user local. So everything yes. So everything is fine. So yes, the already installed. Okay, just yes. Assume. So install and just install the path. So user local. Easysoft. Install path. Yes. So on this machine, I don't want to license. So basically, set up everything by default. I don't want to set up the ODBC DSN. So I just type in the quit. Just type in the Q. So after everything is installed, so everything should be user local. So after install the Easysoft ODBC driver by default location will be here. The problem is when you install it, you will see if no libodbc.so. So I can use in the command. You will generate the libodbc.so.1, and I can copy it. So we generate libodbc.so. So make sure you using the right libodbc.so, so you can use in the command file. So it's the correct. Sometimes you can use an LDD command to verify it. So everything looks right on this machine. But this machine, I don't have an Easysoft ODBC driver, so I using another for demo for next the demo. So next demo is on the another machine already have an Easysoft driver. So that's the machine. They already have a Easysoft ODBC license. So sometimes you want to make sure everything is under root. Root user owner group will be system. So you can use this command to set up everything is correct. The user setting. So after you set it, by default, you will create a couple different folder. So I can show you the installation will be under Easysoft. So inside the Easysoft folder, they have a couple very important library. The first one were Easysoft library. That's the Easysoft library. Also is called SQL Server library. That's for SQL Server driver. Okay, just a list for SQL Server driver. So next step will be most important is called Unix ODBC libs. So this one is most important is this one lib odbc.so. So from here, next step will be set up the ODBC-ini file. If you look at the default odbc-inst.ini, when you install it, you will have SQL Server driver. One is for regular, one is for SSL. Another one is called ODBC-ini. So I already set up the one particular SQL Server or 2019 and to set up the ini file. So inside here, then I can easy to verify. Next step, make sure you have environment variable to set it up. That's most important. So for the iSQL to make it work is ODBC environment, and there will be two. One is called libpath, so there will be libpath setting. So this libpath setting is to find the Unix ODBC driver and also find the Easysoft driver and SQL Server ODBC driver. Three library, very important, set it up. And also I want to set up the path so I can run the iSQL command anywhere. So iSQL will be part of the Unix ODBC driver installation. So after that, then I can run the iSQL command to make sure it works. So it works. So for iSQL, it works. That means Unix ODBC driver, Easysoft driver, ODBC-ini is set up is correct. So next step will be important. It's running on UniData. For the UniData, you have the UniData EDA license. So for the UniData EDA license, so I can look at the UDA2 bin folder. So first step will be comprop. Comprop, make sure the EDA license is yes. So after that, so no problem for license. The next step will be run the very important code EDA setup sh. So at this time is ODBC. It's an Easysoft. Everything is using the default. So you will see the config file. So you created 3 lines. So by default, log label will be equal 0. So if want to turn on the EDA driver log, you can change it to 0, 1, 3, 8 to get the log file you will create on the EDA /TMP EDA driver DRV and log file. So you can find the log file in the temp folder. So on the EDA, they will require most important environment variable is called ODBC path. So you need to set up this way. So basically, it's under the libodbc.so will be under this path /lib. So you will add additional /lib. So you must be set up correct. So for example, I can check the $sign ODBC path and lib, and to find where's the lib odbc.so. So it's there. If not there, an EDA driver won't work. So everything is set up is correct for EDA driver log. So next step will be try to create the EDA data source. So simple ways is I already create the sample. Called create EDA UD ODBC. That's the sample program. This one is will create the EDA data source name using the same SQL Server 2019. So after you create it, basically you just run the program from the demo account. So basically UDT. So create a UDAE BP the CREATE EDA UD ODBC. So it's a very simple basic program. So after I run it, so we create the EDA data source. You can check EDA data source. So it's there. So everything created, then you can run the EDA.connect command to verify it. So next step, I can run EDA.connect SQL Server with username, password. It's 2019 EDA dot connect SQL Server 2019 with U2 common U2 0CKT. So it's successful for everything. So that means it's proof EDA data source is set up correct. If on the same environment, I can use in BCI. So using SQL Server 2019 U2. So it's fine, it's connected. So I can get out the BCI. So quick. So everything is right for EDA data source. So next step, because all the environment is correct here, so you need to restart the UniRPC daemon. So let's command to find the UNI-RPC daemon. So you can kill it. So the command UniRPC daemon is killed. So it's nothing there, but I want to use the same environment and start the UniRPC daemon. So UniRPC daemon, I just only start the UniRPCD is in the bin folder. So I can run it from so it started. After it started, I can run the EDA schema manager, connect to UniData 824. So I already, because this one from basic program, so from here I can verify it. So it's successful. Then also I already created one very simple called StateUD. So it's the create file called StateUD, and basically it's the simple schema. So already created, and I just need to convert it. Yeah, it's converted a night record successful. So after, if you convert it successful, you have SQL Server, link server. So you can SQL Server SSMS tool. So inside here, I can refresh. So you will see this one. I just create using the EDA convert to SQL Server 2019. So almost the same thing on the Universe side. On Universe, I already have same setting, and also already set up the one particular called uvodbc.com. So I already set up the same DSN on the same box. So because I already set it up, so I can run. So I can use in the same command. Yeah, it is the same. So for Universe, if you set up the same environment correct, then you also can run it on Universe, BCI, and EDA without any problem. So hopefully a simple demo to show you how to install the Easysoft ODBC driver and set up the environment and run all the steps to make its EDA work very easy. Thank you for your watching.